2. So we're back. I'm gonna be filming basically just like a day in my life, taking you through a day in my life. Right now, we're going to go to a cafe. We're gonna get some work in. I got 2 client calls today, and then I think I do have a sales call tonight. But I want to get a workout in, do that stuff. I still work at 9 to 5. However, today I'm not working today, so this will be pretty much a business day. Got to go through all my business stuff, then work out, obviously 2 client calls, and then a possible sales call later. My life has completely drastically changed, in a year. I dealt with a lot of relationship stuff with the mother of my child. Transitioned out of that. No hard feelings, but just transitioned out of that and started my own business now. Everything's going really good. Like I said, got clients, definitely in the beginning stages, but still working towards making it bigger. So I'll take you along the journey. Obviously with fitness, I'm on a cut kind of right now. I'm getting pretty lean, definitely getting there. And yeah, we're probably gonna try to cut down to at least probably 215. I need to check my weight. Last time I checked it was probably around like 225, something like that. So, but yeah, we're getting there. That's the fitness. Like I said, the business. I went to Miami with this, which was really cool. I met a lot of other cool people in the online fitness training space. People that actually make a lot of money. It was very inspiring. It's definitely gonna push me to keep going with one-on-one coaching. But yeah, no. If that's something, if you're watching this video and you're interested in one-on-one coaching, there'll be a link to book a call with me, and there'll be a link to fill out an application in the description. But yeah, it's just something I've been doing. I really want to help as many people as possible. I wish I had somebody to help me, like whenever I was struggling my most. And I feel like one-on-one coaching is the best thing for that. So I really want to help as many people as possible, like I said, and really help people in general, but especially men. Like, we go through some things that not a lot of people know, and we kind of hold it down. And I just want to help people mentally and help people physically and just gain real self-confidence, because I feel like a lot of men are struggling self-confidence nowadays in 2025. I think it's a big thing, especially with social media, like comparing yourself, all this other shit. I think it's something that's a big thing nowadays. So, but like I said, we're gonna be taking you through a day in the life, and we'll keep it moving. I just finished in the cafe. About to go somewhere else, get some more food, get some more work done. I'm trying to get everything I need to get done. So that way go work out. And then I got client calls tonight, so just keeping you updated. One thing I do want to talk about though, that I'm going to be talking about in one of my client calls tonight on mindset, is Amore Fati and Memento Mori. So Amore Fati is basically just falling in love with one's fate. So basically, everything's kind of written, everything is meant to happen for a reason, and just adopting that approach of like letting go of control, because you're not gonna be able to control everything in life. Sometimes things just happen to you, and you just gotta fall in love with whatever is going on in your life right now. Even if you're going through a bad situation, you gotta accept that, and you gotta make the most out of it, because you cannot change everything in your life. You kind of just have to adjust and make the best out of what you have in the moment. And then Memento Mori is basically just the idea of you're gonna die one day, so why not make the most out of your life now? And basically it's also just the truth, like you're gonna die, and 1,000 years from now nobody's gonna remember your name. Even if you were the most famous person in the world, you're gonna be forgotten at some point. So why not live your life the way you want to live it? Why not step outside the box if you want to step outside the box? Why not do what
Transfer complete.
And a lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people think small. They just want to fit in, be average. And that's fine if you want to live your life like that. But in order to really live like a great life that you're going to be happy when you die, I feel like you kind of got to do what you want to do and be unapologetic about it, but also You know, just be the best version of yourself. Honestly, too, though, I wouldn't say like, yeah, go. I mean, you can choose to do whatever you want. I wouldn't say go do a bunch of gluttony type stuff, like with girls, drinking, smoking, all that stuff. I wouldn't say, oh yeah, that's just okay. Yeah, now I'm gonna go just be crazy. I wouldn't say that, but I would say try to be the best version of yourself, so that way when you die, you know you did the best you could. And for me, it's all legacy. I want people to remember my name, but I also just want a good life for my daughter, and that's really what I'm pushing towards, because she deserves it, and I'm working really hard for her, and that's like my major goal. And then just like my mom and dad, I want to retire them. Well, my dad's been retired, but my mom, I want to retire her. I want to take my dad to Italy. Like, I have goals like to do with my family, and then just anyone else in my family, if they ever need help, I want to be financially well off enough to just be like, okay, I'm helping you, you know, be able to take care of people when they need it the most. So certain things like that, you got to live your life to really achieve those goals, because it's worth it, trust me. And you need purpose in life, especially as a man. So that's how I look at it. Yeah, let's go. So about to go get this workout in now. We got our growth strategies, our certain systems in place for our business. We got those all done. Did some cold DMs. Got a group call tonight. Again, a couple client calls and a potential sales call. We're gonna go get this workout in, and then after that, we're gonna do some more business things, follow-ups. Got to. It's a big thing. With online training, you gotta hit your follow-ups. Try to get more clients, try to do things like that. So, but we're gonna go get this workout in. Right now, I'm recovering from a hip flexor injury, so it's gonna be a majority upper body. Also, we're doing a program where we will have a full body split 1 week, and then the next week it's still kind of full body, but it's 6 workouts, and it's more split up over like 3-day like push, or not 3-day, 3-day like different segments with like a body part split. But it's cool because it switches up every other week, so we're gonna go do that.
Transfer complete.
Might film some of it, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Keep this day moving. I know it's kind of dark. It's nighttime now, but so I just got a good ass workout in earlier. Went and picked up my girl for a little bit, just a little bit. Then I hopped on a client call. I also rescheduled my sales call for today for tomorrow. But the client call, bro, that was an amazing call. We went heavy on mindset today, and we talked about 2 Stoic concepts, which are memento mori and amore fati. And so basically, memento mori is basically knowing that we're all gonna die one day, and to live kind of with a little bit of urgency, just knowing that, like, first of all, just knowing you're gonna die eliminates that fear of judgment. It's like, oh, well, I mean, if we're gonna die one day, nobody's gonna really remember anything, to be honest. Even if you're Joe Rogan, in 100 years, nobody's gonna remember Joe Rogan. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you shouldn't be fearing doing what you want to do. You should just go do it, because you only have one life to live. Like, you have to go do it, you know? Don't fear what others will think about you for doing what you want to do. And then memento mori, amore fati, is basically falling in love with one's fate. So, like, basically adopting the mindset that, like, everything's meant to happen for a reason, and it's gonna happen. So embrace where you're at, even if it's a negative point in your life and it's really shitty to wake up every day. You feel like there's a lesson being taught, and there's a lesson being learned, and you have to find it, and, you know, use it as emotional resilience, emotional, it's like miling, like, which basically means like miling is kind of like in basketball, if you put up 1,000 shots a day or something like that, right? You kind of form this miling, this like muscle memory where a lot of shots are just going to go in and you don't even know how. You just do it, you just do it. And that's kind of like with mental, like growing your mental health and just your mental fortitude. If you put work into it every day, it's going to get better over time. So that's how I kind of look at it. And then, so now I just finished up, like I said, with the client call. I'm about to go get some food. I'm going to follow up with everyone who I sent DMs today to, follow up with all my new followers, everything like that. If you want to check me out, it's DagG 2.0 on Instagram. Then it's DG Lifts on TikTok. You'll be able to see those on screen. I also have Snapchat, which is also DagG 2.0. And then obviously YouTube. So, like I said, if you want to check me out, you go ahead. I offer one-on-one coaching. That's kind of what I do. And this was basically just a day in my life, kind of what I do. Obviously I work a 9 to 5 too, but today I was off. So this is more of a day that I'll have like on the weekend or anytime I do get days off. Like this is what I want to do. And this is kind of what I want to make my lifestyle full time in the future. So, got to give you a little bit of a taste of what my life's like. I'm about to go get this food, do some follow-ups, and give me some good sleep, because sleep is very important. So I try to get at least 6 to 8 hours, so I'm very productive the next day. But with that being said, let's go. Peace.